Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Stephanie. I'm 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am here with April's reading for Taurus energy. So, welcome all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know I should get over all of the subscriptions I get, like every day, seeing more and more subscriptions, but each time I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys continue to subscribe. So thank you so much for being here. And I would like to welcome you if you are new. So what we are going to be doing today, and make sure if you're new, hit that subscribe button, okay? So that way you can get all the readings whenever they're coming out. Make sure you turn notification on, all that good stuff. You hear it all the time from the other readers you listen to. Do it here too, okay? So, what we are going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a look at Taurus energy for the month of April, what's going to be going on. I don't do anything specific. I'm not focused on any topic specifically. Whatever comes out, and I work with it. So that's what we will be doing today. A couple things before I begin. As always, I like to go over the decks that I'll be using. And before, I've always just had them in the background, and I tend to use the same decks on the astrology readings, but I decided that I was going to do what I do for personal readings and meditate on what decks I should be using for those that are going to be watching. So what we're going to be using for Taurus's reading is these two decks here, Work Your Light Oracles and the Psychic Tarot. And I also will be using I haven't used this in a while, Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle and a traditional Rider-Waite deck. Also, you'll notice in the background that I have that card there, Mary Shelley, Loss. So, let me tell you, when I pulled this card, well, first let me tell you what this card is in case you haven't caught my other readings. I've been pulling a card a day for all those that I'll be reading, for myself included, and a message that we all need to hear. So, this deck, that card is from this deck right here, my newest deck, the Literary Witches Oracle. It's awesome. And the message behind this card, so Mary Shelley, if you guys don't know, is the author of Frankenstein. Mary Shelley also experienced a ton of loss in her life. She lost her mother, she lost her husband, she lost her children, 3 of her children. So, this card is about transformation, and transformation through loss. Transformation, and I don't just mean the loss of life, because I know right now everything that's going on, I mean, when this card, that's what I was talking about, when this card came out, I was like, holy crap, what is this about? And I don't want to have this, I don't want this card for me, and I don't want to have this card involved in a reading because I'm afraid it's going to scare people. But that's not what it's about. We've all experienced loss, not just the loss of life, but we all have experienced loss in some degree, especially right now. Be that the loss of your job, be that the loss of your freedom, be that a physical loss, be that a relationship that fell apart while all this chaos was going on. Whatever it is, we've all experienced loss, and it's a reminder that we can create through that loss. We can transmute that loss and make something from it. And Mary Shelley wrote one of the most, important pieces of work, and something that we continue to have around to this day with Frankenstein, while experiencing all of that loss. So it's something to keep in mind for this reading. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Oh, and reminder, my little reminders I always give you guys. This is a general energy reading, so you can only take the information that resonates with you. You have to leave behind anything else that doesn't, because I am reading, a 12th of the collective's energy, and so it's not specifically for you. And it also depends on, what I'm saying could have already happened. I might be explaining something. It might happen further on than April, because time is fluid. So you'll just take the information that you feel is for you, that you really are like, wow, that's something. I'm going to keep that and put it in your pocket and see whenever you can pull it out and use it. These are tools that I'm giving you to use for your future or for your now. Also, what was I going to say? My brain just went completely blank. Oh, reminder that this is not just for Taurus Sun. So this is a reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Make sure you're checking out your other placements as well when they come out. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Went over everything. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. So you guys are going to be entering in April to, at the end of April with your season. I am a Taurus Sun, so happy future birthday to all of us. I hope you all have been doing okay during this very tough period. I know we probably are doing a little bit better than maybe our Aries counterparts. I don't want to call them counterparts, but I just read Aries. And, Aries energy being stuck and confined inside is not the same as what a Taurus feels being stuck and confined inside, especially if we got food, got Netflix, got lots of comfy stuff to put on, relaxing. So I'm hoping you guys have used your Taurian energy to feel a bit comfortable in this situation that we're all very uncomfortable in to a degree. Okay, let's see what's going on in April. So we have the Eight of Wands. Now, normally I would say, oh, hey, maybe you guys are traveling. I'm not going to say that. But I do think you guys are going to be receiving a message of some kind, something that you've been waiting on for a while. You might be receiving, some of you might be receiving a message through mail. Like it's a letter, like a letter. That's weird. Like a written letter. Hey, this quarantine's making some things that, you know, bringing some things back, right? So maybe somebody's writing you a letter, and that's a surprise. But I just feel like you guys are getting some sort of message that you've been waiting for. Let's keep going. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This could have to do with finances, but I feel like whatever this information that you're receiving, you've been waiting for a while, like a long time. This could be like a year, 2 years, 10 years. Like this could be a long time, because the Knight of Pentacles upright is just it's the slowest moving energy of the deck. It's the slowest card. But when it's reversed, it's even slower. It's even more like just not getting anywhere, not budging, not, you know, getting any movement forward. I feel like there's finally clarity. And if it's not a message, there's clarity to a situation that was not moving coming to you in April. It might be regarding work. It might be regarding finances. I just heard family. It might be regarding family. I think it's going all different places. I just heard job. So there might be somebody. Okay, so some of you might be getting a message, an offer from a job that you thought that you maybe got rejected from. Maybe you got told, oh, hold on, we'll contact you when there's another opening. You know, maybe you didn't make it through all of the rounds of interviewing or whatever. You got down to the final few, and then somebody else got the position. There's something there's somebody trying to get in contact with you about that, and that's coming in April. And I feel like it's something that's happened, you know, at least a few months back, if not longer. I just heard somebody might have an old employer trying to come back too, trying to offer you a position now. Especially if you guys have worked in any essential jobs, you know, this essential, non-essential. So if you guys have worked in an essential field, I'm hearing you might be hearing from an employer asking you to come back because they're needing coverage. So, you know, you can take that information. I mean, some of you might be like, hey, go fuck yourself. But you can take that information, put it in your pocket. That might be my new saying. Sometimes I say stuff and I'm like, why did you say that? And that was one of the things that just had that thought. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what else is going on for Taurus energy. Intuition. Okay, what about intuition? I apologize if you hear vibrations. That's my kid kicking on the wall because she wants to go outside and play. Oh, wow. Okay. So some of you, and you guys, well, you might not know, but I really don't like focusing on love readings unless I'm doing a love reading. But when I'm doing these all signs, I'd rather like get into details of other things going on in your life just because there's so much. I mean, you can find a million love readings. Not everything's about that, right? But for you guys, you might be having somebody that's coming back into your life. Maybe that's what that message is, and it's a new beginning with this person. This might be an earth sign. So this might be a Leo. That are not an earth sign, but it might be a Leo or it might be an earth sign. Another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And this might be somebody from your past, like it's been a while, or at least a couple months. I feel like you're going to dream about this interaction before it happens, or you're going to feel an intuitive pull, like you're going to be like, hey, this person's going to pop into your head, and then they're going to contact you, because it's this Eight of Wands and the intuition are very closely connected, I'm seeing. So it's just like you get that little intuitive heads up before it actually happens. And for others of you, like let's say this is a job opportunity. This is something that is, I don't feel like all of you were hoping would happen, but it is an opportunity for you to begin something new. So let's see what else. I'm hearing astrology over and over and over again. I'm not quite sure why. Unless, you know, this might be directed towards those that are astrologers watching this or who are studying astrology. You might be getting some opportunities coming through to you in regards to business clients, collaborations, a new creative idea, something along those lines. And if that's the case, then you have been feeling very stuck when it comes to your work lately. And that can go for anyone, but I'm getting a strong astrology pull. So we have Lumeria, creating a heaven on earth. It's happening. I mean, honestly, I feel like, oh my God, yeah, look at this. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is something that we are doing as a collective right now. This is part of what is transpiring in all of the madness. When you look at the bigger picture and pull it back, we are becoming more unified. We are becoming more worried about the collective and not just about ourselves. This age of Aquarius is coming. It's here. And this is it. And we are bringing in, we are birthing it in. That was the point of us being here. You know, if you've been listening to me, I've talked about over and over and over that we are holding a higher vibration than ever before, that we are here to bring in a new world. We are here to bring in a new consciousness, a new way of being, a new way of treating each other, and bringing the collective consciousness up. I think in my last videos, I was discussing that. And so this is what's happening, and you are part of it just as much as the rest. And I feel like Taurus, as much as I love you, sometimes you're a little bit slow. Sometimes you're a little bit stuck in your thinking. Sometimes you don't like to see things from a different perspective. Again, remember, I'm a Taurus sun, so don't at me about this saying I'm being rude. I'm talking about myself too. I don't have a Taurus Mercury. Luckily, it's in the 12th house, so that's why I do what I do. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't believe in it. But, you know, you are seeing that. I think your perspective of things is changing. And that might be happening with this opportunity, with this message, with whatever this is that's coming in for you. You're able to see a new perspective. And maybe that's all that Eight of Wands is. Maybe that message is a download, is your guide speaking to you, coming to you, giving you this new information. That goes along with that Love Begins, because this is the Ace of Cups in a traditional deck. That also can be an intuitive download. And so I just feel like your perspective is changing of yourself and of the collective. You're getting just a lot of different ideas. I don't think you're going to see things the same as you do right now listening to this as you will by the end of April. There is a big shift in your consciousness and seeing things on a whole new level. Seeing all of everything that you've been through to this point, why it happened, what it was how it was helping the collective, how it was helping you, even if it seemed bad and negative at the time that it was happening. Because giving birth is painful as fuck, okay? It is stressful and it is scary and you aren't sure of anything. And once it's done, it's like, wow, like I understand now. You understand things differently. When you are somebody that goes from not being a parent to being a parent, no matter how that happens for you, your perspective of everything is changed like that. Seriously. It just changes completely. So that's the same thing that's happening. We are giving birth to a new way of being, and your perspective is going to just zoom all the way up to be able to see things in a different way. And so maybe the astrology thing is that some of you guys are going to be getting more into astrology. I know a lot of my viewers, you aren't super into astrology, as in natal charts, synastry, composites, learning transits, progressions, lunar returns, all that stuff. When we go into deep astrology, you might be in a sun sign, but maybe some of you are going to be really drawn into learning more about that. I'm thinking about starting to offer natal chart services and synastry composite on a basis, because I've been getting asked about it a lot. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that. But, I think some of you are going to maybe be diving into that more on your own, learning about it yourself, learning about yourself more. Because, listen, if you don't pay attention to astrology, then you should go pay attention to some of the videos I made about Saturn and Pluto when I was talking about that stuff, or any of the other astrologers, because I'm not an astrologer. I'm an advanced student, but I'm not what I consider an astrologer, not for a while. Go check out the astrologers, what they've been talking about. We've been telling you guys this. They've been telling you that something huge was coming, and it is here now. So, definitely, if you were thinking about it, then start learning. Let me get a last bit of advice here. My cards were flying all over. Oh, I didn't use this deck. Okay. Well, first of all, I don't want to just toss this card because I pulled it. Harmony is coming out. This definitely could be about a reconnecting with somebody from the past coming back in, and you guys finding a balance and harmony. Somebody that was taking a very, very, very long time to come back in. By the way, this person just took forever and ever and ever, and you guys are stepping into this new way of being together. But I think for most of you, this is about your collective experience. Let's get a last piece of advice for Taurus energy for the month of April. Solar plexus chakra, yes. So the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, is that good? Okay. A yellow flower of life supports our sense of ourself, of our personal power, and our willpower, as well as knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Yes, yes, and yes. This is what is happening. You guys I hope if you guys are wanting a reconnection with somebody, I hope you get it, but I don't even care about that because I care about this. This is becoming more of who you want to be, and that is what's happening in April for you. So I don't give a crap about a romantic connection when you are having harmony and connection with yourself. Because guess what? What comes from that is being able to find somebody that can match that energy. All right? So this is a fantastic reading, guys. This is transformation. This is transformation through pain. This is transformation through loss. This is transmuting crap out and bringing in the type of life that you want to live and the type of consciousness that you want to be in. So I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did, because that does help support the channel. I just wanted to let you know, thank you for asking me about my donation link and things like that. But I do ask at this time that you refrain from, purchasing anything on my wish list to support the channel. Just because I don't want to give, I want more decks. Absolutely. Never enough. But I don't want to push Amazon workers harder than they're already having to be pushed right now. And so I would just rather, if you want to donate, you can donate through PayPal. I left that there, or CashApp. You can send donations in that way if you'd like to help support the channel. But let's not put any extra pressure on the Amazon workers than they need at this time. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day whenever you are watching this, and I will see you next time.